It was a bright morning when an elderly gentleman walked into a hospital. His movements were steady yet cautious, his age clearly visible in the slight stoop of his shoulders and the wrinkles etched on his kind face. He approached the reception desk and informed them that he had come to get the stitches on his thumb removed. So, shortly, a nurse was allocated to care for him. She approached him with a bright smile and asked for his details and checked his vitals. She saw that the man was acting strange, as if restlessness had overtaken him, always looking at the clock on the wall. Upon completing her initial assessment, she told him that it was going to be more than an hour before the doctor could attend to him. Looking at his face, she asked sweetly, "Sir, is everything all right? You appear in a kind of a rush." The old man paused for a moment and said, "Well, everything is all right, but if there's any way this can be done quickly, I'd appreciate it immensely." She told the nurse that his urgency made her consider examining him on her own. If he was stitched right, she guessed maybe she wouldn't have to send him waiting any longer. So carefully, she unwrapped his thumb bandage to take a closer look at it, heaved a sigh of relief that his wounds healed. Smiling, she said, "Your thumb looks good. The stitches can be removed right away. Let me grab the necessary supplies, and I'll take care of it for you." The old man nodded gratefully. When the nurse returned, she started the sensitive process of removing the stitches and redressing his wound. As they chatted to pass the time, she asked casually, "Do you have a doctor's appointment later, or is there something urgent you need to attend to? You seem quite eager to leave." The old man slowly shook his head. "No, I do not have an appointment. I just want to get to the nursing home in time for breakfast with my wife," he said. Curiosity gets the better of the nurse, and she continues to converse. "Oh, is your wife ill?" A tender, loving expression spread across the gentleman's face. "Yes, she has lived in the nursing home for some years. She has Alzheimer's disease." The nurse paused for a moment, her hands stilling as she processed his words. Then, with genuine curiosity, she asked, "Does she get worried or anxious if you're late?" The old man smiled gently, a hint of sadness in his eyes, and said, "No, she doesn't worry. In fact, she hasn't recognized me for the past 5 years." The nurse's hands momentarily froze as stunned by his reaction. "Doesn't know you, but you get up every morning, go over and have your breakfast with her?" The smile of the elderly man deepened. It was love laced with the resolve of resolution. "I don't know who she is," he replied softly, "but she doesn't know me, and that was not his concern." The nurse's heart swelled with emotion as she finished dressing his wound. She watched as the elderly man rose from his seat, thanked her sincerely, and made his way to the door. As he walked away, she couldn't help but marvel at the depth of his love and commitment. Despite his wife's inability to remember him, he continued to show up for her every day, guided by a love that time, illness, and even recognition couldn't diminish.